Welcome back to the Transform with Angel show. I'm your host, Angel Carlton Anderson. And today we're diving into one of the most transformational issues of our time. And I know some of these topics can feel a little spicy, but you know me, we're all about seeing the higher picture, staying open, and embracing the change that is coming our way. So let's take a look at something I know has been a huge discussion lately: DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and Trump's move to scale it back. I'm going to share some perspectives here from a higher viewpoint. So I invite you to climb up and join me with an open mind and see if you can see things a little differently. DEI and the power of authentic unity. All right, let's be real here. DEI started with a good intention, right? It was meant to promote diversity, make sure everyone had a seat at the table, and give marginalized voices the space they deserve. And hey, I am all about inclusivity, equality, and fairness. I believe inclusivity is not just a buzzword, it's a way of life. We're in 2025, folks. We are evolved human beings who naturally want to see the good people succeed in life, no matter their race, religion, sexual orientation, or gender. But somewhere along the way, DEI became a bit of a scripted movement, dividing us more than uniting us. And that division, it's not working anymore. Hear me out. Now, now I know what some of you are thinking. Wait a minute. Isn't pulling back on DEI going backwards? And I totally get why you say that and why you feel that way. But let me share a different perspective with you, one that focuses on hope, on unity, and the power we all have to move forward together. First off, the undoing of DEI politics isn't about exclusion. It's about ending the idea that any race, gender, or identity needs to be lifted up at the expense of another. And when you prioritize one group over another, even with the best intentions, you create division. And that is the last thing we need at this point. We've evolved past that. I truly believe this. I would say the majority of humans are more conscious, more aware, and more loving than to let something like race or gender be a reason to pit us against each other. We are better than that. Here's where the transformational shift comes in. I believe that as humans, we are naturally wired to accept and respect one another. We don't need the media or any other institution to force feed us these ideas. We can see the good in people because they are good, not because they check a certain box on a diversity report. So, to those of you who feel like this move is taking something away from you or your community, let me offer you some hope. You are more powerful than any policy. The real power isn't in giving a spot at the table. It's in claiming your spot through your own strength, your own confidence, and your own talent. You don't need a special label or a movement to define your worth. You are enough, just as you are. And you are more capable of thriving regardless of the boxes someone tries to put you in. Think about all the amazing people who have thrived without any special handouts or government policies. Just sheer determination, talent, and drive is all it took for them. These individuals are living proof that success comes from within. No matter where you come from or how you identify. Like Caitlyn Jenner, for example, as a transgender woman. Caitlyn Jenner transitioned later in life after already achieving massive success as an Olympic gold medalist. Despite the challenges she faced both in sports and entertainment, she became a successful businesswoman, a television personality, and a strong advocate for transgender rights without relying on government DEI initiatives to define her journey. How about Oprah Winfrey, coming from extreme poverty, facing racism and abuse? Oprah became a media sensation and one of the most powerful women in the world. She built an empire, not because of special policies, but because of her resilience, her vision, and talent for connecting with people on a deep, authentic level. Back in the day, Oprah knew what it took to connect with the masses. How about Tyler Perry, another one starting from humble beginnings? Tyler Perry lived out of his car while pursuing his dream of writing and producing plays. Today, he's a Hollywood powerhouse, producing films, shows, and building one of the largest production studios in America, all without relying on DEI-driven policies, but through pure talent and grit. Elon Musk, whether you're a fan or not, as a South African immigrant, Musk didn't wait for anyone to give him a handout. He disrupted industries from PayPal to Tesla to SpaceX with his innovative thinking, his risk-taking, and his unique entrepreneurial mindset, showing that individual brilliance can break through any industry. All of these people and so many more did it by being the best version of themselves, by rising above their circumstances, and by showing up every day with confidence in who they are. That's why this new chapter is really about standing tall, being a role model, and showing others how to navigate these shifts with grace and courage. We all have this ability. And I don't want to disregard the Trump supporters here because I get it. Some of these topics might make us uncomfortable. We've all been there. Maybe we judged someone for how they've lived, called it mental illness, or felt like we just don't understand why people make the choices they do. But here's something to think about. Every single person on this planet is on their own soul's journey. Let that sink in for just a second. We're all here to evolve, to grow, and to overcome the challenges life throws our way. Some souls have chosen paths that are a little bit more courageous, more challenging than we can even imagine. I mean, think about it. Imagine being born into a woman's body, but feeling deep down in that you're a man, or vice versa. That's not a path that many of us can fully grasp. Easy to judge, but the courage it takes to live that truth is remarkable. It's a journey filled with overcoming insecurities, self-doubt, and the fear of what others might think. These are human struggles we all face. I mean, ones that could hold any one of us back from living our best life. If anything, the DEI movement has opened our eyes to the many ways people are choosing to live their lives. And whether we agree or not, it's not about right or wrong. It's about having a human experience in their own way. Let's remember that their path is likely more difficult than we could possibly ever understand. So instead of judging, let's allow them the space to evolve. They're just living out their journey. And if we're honest, we all have battles that we face in becoming the best version of ourselves. At the end of the day, we're all in this human experience together, each with our own challenges and missions. The best thing we can do is show compassion and let others live their truth just as we live ours. And listen, there is a call to action in this for all of us. No matter your race, your background, or your identity, you have a role to play in this transformation. These are epic, transformative times we are living in, and we all are playing a role in this grand illusion called life. We can come together, celebrate each other's successes, and support one another without feeling like we're losing something. There's room for all of us at the top, my darlings. The world needs your voice, your perspective, and your gifts. The only thing that's going to get us there is the right mindset, a positive attitude and outlook, and the willingness to tap into our own full potential. Not by feeling defeated, but by feeling empowered. And we can do that for one another. We are living in a time where people are waking up. Thank God. I am seeing it every day. And it just thrills me. It lights my heart on fire. We are seeing beyond the manipulation, beyond the narratives that have divided us for far too long. We are becoming aware, so aware of our power as individuals and as a collective. No scripted media, no forced movement can control that anymore. We are rising above the noise, and we're choosing love, acceptance, and unity because it's who we are at the core of our beingness. I want to remind you, whoever you are, there's nothing wrong with who you are. Whether you're Black, white, LGBTQ plus, religious, spiritual, or none of the above, you are worthy. We don't need movements that divide us to tell us this anymore. We're more evolved than that. And if we all commit to lifting each other up based on talent, character, and integrity, we're going to create a world where everyone can thrive. There is a higher call to unity here. If we set our judgments aside, truly, this is where the magic happens, folks. When we shift our mindset from me versus you to us together, we become unstoppable. We no longer need to be manipulated into thinking we're in competition with one another. We stand in our power, knowing that there's more than enough room for us all to succeed. It's time to embrace that higher consciousness, one where we follow our hearts and honor people for who they are, not for what they look like or who they love. Let's be clear. I believe in inclusivity. It really is a way of life. I believe in making room for everyone, but I also believe that forcing divisions through something like DEI can sometimes create the exact opposite effect. Instead, let's tap into our intuitive knowing that people are inherently good. They're capable and deserving of success based on their talents and experiences. That's the future we are creating together. Ooh, I just had to get that off my chest. So thanks for letting me vent a little bit there. Just a thought that's been on my mind. Each of us, I believe, have chosen to have this human experience. We all have our own journeys. You know, your journey is unique as your thumbprint. Let's close this episode with an affirmation to lock in some of these truths. So repeat after me. I honor my unique journey and the journey of others. I am powerful, capable, and deserving of success. I embrace diversity, knowing that each of us has a place at the top. I rise to my full potential without fear or judgment, confident that there is enough success and abundance for all of us. Together, we create a world where every soul can thrive. There it is, fam. A future of unity, of personal power and potential. It's right in front of us. And guess what? It's in your hands. You are the creator of your reality. And you get to choose how you show up in the world. So let's choose love. Let's choose self-love, because we can't possibly love another without loving ourselves first. So heal those parts of us, those wounds that prevent us from loving ourselves, so that we can be kind and love our fellow humans, regardless of their choices. Let's choose acceptance, and let's choose to rise together. Until next time, stay open, stay true to yourself, keep transforming, and be your best self. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate you being here. I want to remind you to go to transformwithangel.com and download your free book, my latest book, How to Conquer Anything. Quick manual on how to get through some of these transformative times we're living in. Remember to like this video, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, make a comment. I want to know your thoughts. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. All right, I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.